Success Insight shares the stories of the people with passion and drive who make things happen in the world. Here's your host, Howard Fox.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Success Insight Podcast. Our guest today is Andrée Martin, your leadership, mindset, and golf performance coach. And when we have Andrée on the Success Insight Podcast, it can only mean one thing. It's Mindset Monday. Now, Andrée is a LPGA Class A Life member, a nationally recognized top 50 golf teacher and expert, and a member of the Maine Golf Hall of Fame, recognizing golf's value as a business tool in today's competitive marketplace. Andrée works with individuals, groups, corporate or organizational clients to create educational and team-building programs that enhance the professional success of aspiring executives. Andrée returns to the Success Insight Podcast to chat with us today about scoring your success. So Andrée, welcome to Success Insight Podcast.
Good morning, Howard. It's great to be back with you as well. Looking forward to today.
Excellent. So scoring your success. Now, I know my scores sometimes, and they're not pretty, but what is scoring your success? How does that fit into Mindset Monday?
Well, in business, we're always looking at data, right? And in sports, we're always looking at score, but we're taking it further. We're breaking it down. On a football field, you're going to be looking at what each of the players are doing and how the teams are working together and how each of the line coaches are contributing to the overall success of the players. In basketball, you've got from the foul line, defense, offense, who's shooting from the three-point range versus in tighter to the net and in the keys. In golf, we're always looking at full swing, short game, and then we're taking it further. We're breaking down short game into putting, chipping, pitching, and we're really zooming in. Bunker play can even be separated, even though that also is a form of pitching. So each of those parts of the game are evaluated, and then you look at the percentages of how all those are coming together. In scoring your success, however, I want to take it to a different viewpoint. Bill Walsh, the San Francisco 49ers, has been recognized as the leader of leaders for many years, and he left at the height of his success. And a lot of people said, why? Well, I don't know about you, but I'd want to leave on a high.
Sure.
I've actually often wondered why Tom Brady keeps playing, but I just know he loves the game, right? And for you folks that don't know me, I grew up in New England. So on Sundays, I can't even talk to my mother unless it's a commercial because she's got to be watching her man Brady. And I don't know what she's going to do this year with him, not with the team. But
oh, my God. Yeah, what's wrong?
Oh, geez, and Gronk and all. But losing can be hard when you lose sight of what it took for you to win. A lot of players are attaching win-loss results to their own success. Well, that's a no-win situation. Winning can affect your self-worth if you let it as well. And letting the outcome of your effort to represent and embody who you really are as a person. What are your values as a person? And that's a really good point that I really wanted to share with the listening audience. What is hard-driving, success-seeking striver going to do instead? And this quote from Bill Walsh just sums everything up nicely, and we can expand on this. But he said, be aggressively looking for the positive elements, however small, that can dilute the toxic pressure of personalizing the results by allowing you to take pride in your strategies, effort, and execution, even when they don't produce victory every time. So that's a big mouthful, isn't it? Be aggressively looking for the positive elements, however small. What are we doing through COVID? How is this affecting our businesses? Where are we measuring ourselves to our job? This whole world shifting and changing has us relooking, and Bill had it. This is it. However small, it can dilute the toxic pressure of personalizing results by allowing you to take pride in your strategies, take pride in your effort and your execution, even when they don't produce victory every time.
So I have a question. With Bill Walsh and the San Francisco 49ers, the quote from Walsh seems to be saying, it doesn't matter whether you won or lost. Did you play your best? Did you execute what you were supposed to execute?
Yes, it's all about avoiding the destructive temptation to define yourself by the win-loss record. The score doesn't equate to your team's win-loss record with your self-worth. It's all about taking pride in your day after a daily execution of your own excellence and the joy of the never-ending pursuit of becoming better and better each and every day.
So we can't necessarily have the sentiment, I would imagine, if we're consistently losing. That's not good. Heaven knows all the armchair quarterbacks. You were just talking about your mom. I mean, she can probably tell you where somebody, missed the call, missed the play, where they needed to be, and her man Brady got sacked. At some point you have to win, or else you have all these armchair quarterbacks. On the golf course, whether you scored par or above par, below par, I could see that mentality of scoring your successes, because maybe you had a bad day at the tee, but your game from 100 yards out in was phenomenal. In business, it seems like we're breaking that score down. Like, we have to know how we're doing every day, every week, every month. And if we don't, we're a failure. Versus looking at the long term, what am I executing correctly? What can I get better at? What needs improvement?
Yes. And I love using Tiger Woods for this point, because what you want to do is exhibit a ferocious and intelligently applied work ethic directed at continual improvement. Again, Bill Walsh always was saying that. But when I look at Tiger, even Phil, but Tiger especially, and your newer guys of today, but Tiger set the bar because he was ferociously at it, always improving and directing himself toward that, knowing that he's going to come back, he's going to have success, and he has over and over and over.
I was just thinking about on the business side, I'm working right now with a very large organization that has a customer service unit. It's phone-based. Most of those individuals, the staff who are on the phone, they're all working remotely now from their homes. The beauty is, though, they can continue to capture metrics. What was the average wait time? How long did it take you to handle the client's call? Did you cover all the salient points? Because you have your regulatory information that you have to provide every call. You also have to help the client resolve whatever it is they called you for. And so there's always these metrics at every stage along this continuum of what it means to provide customer support, for your client. And I imagine the businesses out there need to make sure they are scoring the right pieces. Do they make sense in today's current environment versus just having this expectation that we're always going to be winning, and if we don't win, then we're a failure? So I can kind of see those points that you've raised. And again, it goes back to the quote by Walsh is, don't be tied down to the ultimate win or loss. Look at how well you did along the way.
Right. And he again said one of the biggest traits of outstanding performers, be it coaches, athletes, performers, executives, sales reps, is that a loss or rejection, defeat, is quickly forgotten. It's quickly and eagerly replaced by a new client, a new strategy, new game plan, and the opponent. You can't take that defeat personally. You got to shake it off, move forward, adjust. Why in sales do they always shoot for 1 in 10, right? For that success. And you don't take it personally if someone says no. You got to move on. You got to shake it off.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like in the football analogy, you've got the game, you won, you lost. Let's just say you lost. I'm from Detroit, so we're used to that.
No comment.
No comment there. We're never going to know what a Super Bowl is. It's just another Sunday for us. But so you've lost. The meeting after the game, probably Monday morning, is probably looking at the films, looking at every area of the field, defense, offense, special teams, running backs, kicking, receiving, etc. Every one of those folks is looking at their films. How well did I execute? And then probably working with their coaches to make those adjustments to quickly prepare for the next week, because your opponent is going to be different.
Yes. And whether you think about the bell curve and you think about the process of success, and we say failure, but loss, perhaps wins and losses, et cetera. But it's all about the process, taking pride in your efforts in the process. We always talk about the journey, right? And the love of the art in making these small improvements in how you do everything better every day is what's really key. And that's the biggest message of all I really wanted to bring about. Scoring your card, it's all about how are you keeping your eye on the target, on going for the gold, small improvements, even when you're on top, small improvements, even when you're coming out of a slump, how you walk and carry yourself like a champion and do everything better every day.
I'm thinking with the current health crisis, all the organizations that are coming to terms now with, hey, our employees are working remotely, or there is the possibility that they can continue to work remotely. I still have my targets. I still have ways to measure performance, but I can continue to look, how can I improve the growth factors for my team, the growth factors for the company, the superior customer experience in this current environment. Maybe there's a little bit of a dip, that's the win or the loss, but I can continue to look at what are some of the improvements I can make, again, with the organization overall, maybe the leadership within the organization, as well as our customers and clients. What are some improvements I can make? What can I do a little bit differently now that this new reality is really starting to play out over across the entire continuum of the industry?
And improving efficiency with that, because everybody's created a whole new routine and all of this. It's all about, okay, how can you take joy in the journey, pride in your efforts, and continue to build upon the art of how you do things better every day.
Fantastic. Well, Andrée, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you once again on Mindset Monday. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join us.
Always a pleasure, Howard. Always a pleasure.
So if our listeners would like to learn more about you and your work, where are the best places for them to go?
Best places to go are my website. That's www.andreegolf.com. That's Andrée with 2 E's. And I'm also available through Facebook and LinkedIn. Love to carry things forward to the audience. And thanks again, Howard. It's always a pleasure.
I love these Mindset Mondays because I never know what you're going to be sharing with the audience. And I love the way we are able to use the sports metaphor, golf, football, etc. Tom Brady, poor Tom, poor your mom, actually. And then tie that back to business. I mean, it's wonderful to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
Thank you again. All right, folks, we have just been chatting with Andrée Martin, your leadership mindset and golf performance coach. And today's episode of Mindset Monday was about scoring your success. Remember, you can visit Andrée at andreegolf.com, on LinkedIn and on Facebook, and we will most certainly provide the backlinks to these sites on our show notes. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, we would love to hear from you. You can visit us at successinsightpodcast.com. You can visit us on our Success Insight podcast pages on Facebook and LinkedIn, on our podcast channels, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast, as well as on YouTube. So lots of places for you to let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Let's get started in a conversation. And please, if you'd like, please share the episodes out with your network as well. Hey, folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go out there, have a phenomenal day, stay safe, and we will see you on the next episode of the Success Insight Podcast. Take care now.
Success Insight is a production of Fox Coaching and First Story Strategies. Find us online, successinsightpodcast.com.